There's been no official announcement that I have seen, but it's quite clear that Oral-B is gradually phasing out the Pro, Smart and Genius electric toothbrush models. Focus is being shifted to the IO range, which has expanded considerably since its introduction in 2020. Since founding electricteeth back in 2015, the Pro range of brushes have been a particular favourite of ours, and these models have offered great features and functionality for a good price. Each model has its pros and cons, with the Pro 3 3000 or Pro 3 3500 having been our most recommended model for European citizens in the last 3 or 4 years, whilst the Smart 1500 has been our top choice for those residing in the USA. Whilst we haven't seen any new Genius, Smart or Pro models for some time, they have continued to be manufactured and sold. Yet in the last few months, availability of certain models has decreased considerably. Some of our long-term favourites are harder to come by and are no longer listed at favourable prices on the shelves of popular retailers. Over the same period of time, we've gradually seen the increase in availability of IO series handles from the brand. Where it began as just 3 variants, we now have 9 different models at the time of recording, ranging from the IO2 through to the IO10. Products come and go, there is often a need for change. The IO has certainly brought with it some significant improvements. A quieter motor, better pressure sensor and more modern design are the key things that stand out for me. The more logical naming conventions makes it easier to understand that the IO10 is the more feature-rich and expensive than the entry-level IO2, for example. But the downside of such change is that some of our favourite affordable models are becoming obsolete. The basic cost of an IO is higher than most Pro models was before, and the IO's range of brush heads are typically priced around double that of those heads suitable for the Pro, Smart and Genius models. This, in turn, has increased the total cost of ownership for you and I. At the time of recording, it is still possible to source a lot of our tried, tested and favourite Pro, Smart and Genius models, but it is becoming increasingly more difficult as stocks dwindle, prices rise and finding a stockist can be harder. If you've been considering a new brush but have yet to make the switch, I'd encourage picking up the Pro 33500 for example, whilst you still can, to benefit from the lower long-term ownership costs. I've spoken before about how I struggle to see the justification for such a hike in the brush head pricing, but it is the reality of the situation. The pessimist in me would suggest that doing so just boosts profits for Oral-B. Compatible brush heads won't be going anywhere anytime soon, so don't stress if you're an existing owner of one of these models. Oral-B doesn't appear to have abruptly killed off the ranges, instead they are being sunsetted over time. Ultimately, it's a natural progression, as happens with any product range. If you want to know more about the IO series handles, our comparison video, linked here, tells you all you need to know.